Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Everything Pattaya's 5th TiT, this is Thailand, podcast. Pattaya, and we're in the beautiful Cat Flaps Gentlemen's Club between Soi 4 and Soi 5 in Pratamnak. And you'll see how lovely it is inside and why it's so successful. Absolutely gorgeous, especially that central section there. Yeah, when the cat's away, okay. Indeed, yeah. So the moderator of the podcast is Claudio. Now, many of you guys will know Claudio from previous videos. And the essence of the podcast is to discuss people's journey about how they ended up living in Thailand, which may help you with your decision about whether you want to come and live in Thailand. Now I'll pass you over to Claudio.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. First of all, let me apologize for not having a podcast on for the last few months. We actually had a podcast scheduled for September, and one of the guests cancelled exactly in the morning of the filming. So now we're back, and hopefully we can bring you each month another podcast. Today I have another 3 lovely guests which agreed to show up. Thanks a lot. Maybe we can start introduction, name, nationality. How long have you been living here in Pattaya?
My name's Tony. I'm Australian and I've lived here for 8 years.
And you're an owner of which bars?
I own Babylon in Soi Bangkok and Sweets Cafe in Hua Hin.
Which we've done a video on.
Yes, we did a video recently, yeah. Yep.
And we did one on Patreon as well.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Did too, yeah. Yep.
8 years in Pattaya. Excellent. Jackie?
Morning, I'm Jackie. I own Amsterdam Lunch Bar, Soi Bangkok. I live in Thailand for 22 years.
Oh, wow.
And I love it.
You're a weed smoker, aren't you?
I'm Jim. I'm from the United States, and I've been living in Pattaya for 6 months now.
Wow, a newbie.
I'm a newbie. Yep.
Newbie, no owner, just retired.
Just
same
retired.
as myself.
Okay.
Next question. How did you decide specifically to move to Thailand and not to any other retirement destination as Mexico, Costa Rica, Colombia, Dominican Republic, Cambodia, Philippines?
Well, I've lived in the Philippines, Cambodia, Vietnam, Singapore as part of my job when I worked in Papua New Guinea. And I just found the infrastructure and geographically, I think Thailand has a lot of advantages in terms of the airports, transport. It's easy to get around Thailand, and
Safety?
safety. Yeah, it's a very safe place to live, and the infrastructure is important, like good stable internet, electricity, transport. There's a lot of advantages to living in Thailand.
I come in Thailand the first time in 1999.
Really?
And I fall in love with everything. And 2 years later I come to Thailand and I still like it here. For me it's perfect. Everything is okay here. I like it.
That's 23 years ago.
Yes.
24.
Yeah, almost 24 now.
25. It's 2024 now, so it's 25 years ago.
Yeah, it's almost now.
2000 really doesn't seem that long ago, does it? Really? A lot's happened,
The
but
first time I ever came was 99. First time I ever came.
okay. Wow.
Jim?
I first come to Thailand in 2010. I was coming here every year. After that, I've been to a lot of the other countries mentioned before, like Colombia, Costa Rica. I mean, I've traveled all over the world, but like Tony said, the big thing for here is the infrastructure, the ease of travel.
Yeah.
But also for me, I instantly fell in love with the food, the culture, the people. The people here are just some of the most friendliest people I've ever met in the world.
Agree.
So, and I love it here.
Yeah,
Does that
yeah.
include him?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Present company excluded.
So wait, where did you live before?
I was stationed in Sicily for 5 years, so with that, I mean, I traveled all over Europe, and then being in the Navy, I've been everywhere.
Because we had one guy who was living in Colombia or Costa Rica for 2 years. Then he came over here and said, "What a shame for not coming earlier." Okay, why Pattaya and not Bangkok, Phuket, Koh Samui, Hua Hin, or Chiang Mai?
I like Pattaya. There's three major airports within a couple hours drive. You've got Utapao, which pre-COVID was becoming very active. I could fly directly to Singapore, and actually it's becoming more active post-COVID. And you've got obviously Savannaboom and Don Mueang, and also if you want to go to Bangkok, it's really only
90 minutes.
90-minute drive. So if you want to go to Bangkok, it's no big deal.
Exactly.
You can go there, or you can go south around to Hua Hin, or however you pronounce it. So I think geographically, I think it's just a really good place to stay. And you?
Jackie?
I come to Pattaya the first time, and for me, Pattaya has everything. All the food, you find everything here. And I travel to Phuket sometimes, but it's not same. Bangkok, it's for me, it's too busy.
Yeah.
Bangkok is beautiful if you know how to travel, how to go with the BTS, how to go with the boats. It's nice, but for me, it's too busy.
Yeah.
And here you have everything you want.
But as we said, if you want to experience a few days of Bangkok, just drive up
just go
or take a bus or whatever and spend a couple of nights there.
Right.
Yeah.
Too busy and too polluted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
Yeah. Pattaya for me, it was familiarity. Having come here many times, so I was very used to being here and knowing where most where everything was. A lot of Thai friends that I've had here over the years, so I'd have those friends to rely on if I need to help with anything.
Right.
But Bangkok is just, it's too crowded and too
It's all a big
busy.
city.
I can't,
City.
it just drives me nuts. But Pattaya, I'm close to the international airport. I get there really easily. But I want to be close to the water, the beaches, and all that.
of course.
And that's here.
I think an important thing to mention is that Pattaya was always a small fishing village, and to some extent, although it's grown into a city, in a lot of ways it still is a smallish town. In terms of you can go out and have a coffee somewhere and see people you know, and so it's a bigger city, but it not too big that you sort of get lost in all the.
You can get outside of Pattaya in
That's right.
15 minutes.
Exactly.
15 minutes you're in the country.
That's
with
right.
monkeys and everything,
Yeah, that's right.
And
Monkeys.
There's a few
We
here.
have monkeys here.
and another great thing about here is it's a large international melting pot.
Yeah, of course.
There's German food, Italian food. I mean,
Yeah.
all kinds of.
And
you can't find that in other
close by.
places.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I like.
Yeah,
What-
here we have Europe, and we have Australia, and we have America. A melting pot.
Exactly.
The most thing what I like here is we all can stay together.
Yeah.
And nobody have problem with other people's.
Yeah.
We accept everything here. All the people accept each other, and that's so nice here. That's so nice.
Even the ladies accept us.
everything here. We live here very social with all together.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
What were the most difficulties that you realized after you moved to Thailand? Were there communication difficulties, dating, different Falang mentalities, finding new friendships, buddies?
For me, it was relatively easy. I worked overseas in Papua New Guinea before I moved here, so and I was travelling here a lot beforehand anyway. So adapting to another culture was easy because I'd already been doing that in other countries. And I think it's important if you come here, just spend a little bit of time and learn some of the language, because apart from the food, the Thai language is really important to the Thai people. And after all, this is their country, and we need to adapt to their culture, not the other way around.
So how was it, you as a business owner, adapting to the Thai culture when it comes with working hour and showing up for work? Or dealing with employees?
I mean, I studied in university, I've got an MBA, and one of the important things about business is the culture of where you're operating. Like in Papua New Guinea was a different culture to here. Philippines is different from both places. So, as I said, you need to learn to adapt to their culture, not the other way around. I mean, it's a bit of a joke in Pattaya that the girls turn up late and they eat all the time.
Thai.
Thai. But you know, that's their culture, and you just accept it. And they eat a lot. They eat often, which is you know, for me, I enjoy watching it. But it's their culture.
Not if she's gaining weight and she's your girlfriend. Don't get me started on that one.
Yeah, so adapting to the culture wherever you decide to go is, I think, important for your own well-being and happiness, really.
Jackie.
Well said.
Yeah, for me, the first difficult thing was really the language. The language was very hard. Still, I have some problems many times, but
You speak Thai quite well. I heard you.
it's getting better after many years.
Yeah.
23 years.
And yeah, but for me, a big problem here is all the paperwork always.
Of course.
You need a lot of paperwork, a lot of patience, and a lot of paperwork. But that's maybe 2 or 3 times a year you have to do some things. But that's yeah, it's not your
Same
country.
in any country.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
That's right. It
you
doesn't
know.
matter where you go in the world. You
Yeah,
have
to do some things.
I'll tell you what. If you go to the Philippines, you'll find there's a whole lot more paperwork than
Yeah.
what there is here.
Really.
And at least here you can get. There are agencies and there are people around that will do that for you. Okay, you pay a fee, but
It's a small fee.
it's a small fee, and
For your convenience,
for the
definitely.
peace of mind
Yes.
and you know, giving someone else a job and letting them do it. I just let them do it,
It's
and I
worth
pay the
every
fee,
penny.
whatever it is.
Me too. I do the same.
Yeah.
I gave him my immigration agent. I know actually Jim because he was rented my condo. That's the time where I make a free advertisement for my short-term rental. Jim.
Really not a lot of difficulties. Having traveled around, being accustomed to experiencing different cultures, all that, I didn't hit a lot of roadblocks or difficulties in my process of staying here. I would agree, yeah, the paperwork thing can really stress you out, but you know, Claudio helped me out, hooked me up with some agents, and it really streamlined the
It
process.
only stresses you out if you let it.
True. Yeah. But getting the agent, I mean, that's
Makes things real easy.
a piece of cake.
Yeah. Agreed.
Now, next question. This program is called TiT Podcast, Pattaya. So here's a TiT question. This is Thailand. Could you share with us few of your experience that you encounter while living here in Thailand? TiT basically stands for whenever something happens and there's no logic to it,
Yeah.
then we call it TiT, this is Thailand.
Yeah.
Maybe you have some funny stories to share with our viewers.
Okay, well, one story I've got is I ride a touring bike around Thailand quite a lot. And I often go to service stations or coffee shops or whatever. And my coffee is an Americano, hot Americano Lon Num Duay, which means hot Americano with some milk. And they often say, sorry, cannot do it, because the Americano doesn't come with milk.
Yes, that's right.
So you have to often explain to them that it's okay, just make the hot Americano, give me the milk, and I'll do the other bit. But they struggle with anything outside of what their normal routine is. Anything outside of that, you ask them to change it a little bit, and they go, yeah, I'm not sure if we can do that. Trust me, you can definitely put milk in an Americano.
So, Jackie.
Yeah, I have the same. When they ask me what I want to drink, and when I order a cola, they ask me, you want a glass with ice? speak no glass, only the ice, then they have no idea what to do. But it's just many times also with the language. You make jokes with the language, but it's fun. And they always nice to you. They never be angry.
No, that's right.
Always good, always good. You have never problems here, never.
That reminds me, last week was Valentine's. So I asked my lady, what would you like for Valentine? And she said, I will give you a hint. It goes from 0 to 180 in 5 seconds. Now she's not talking to me. And now she's trying to exchange the brand new bathroom scale that I bought for her. That's what I have for language barrier. Jim. By the way, thank you, Das, for inviting me for this gentleman's club, since my lady just left for 3 days for a seminar in Bangkok.
Yeah, this is Thailand. Same. It's ordering drinks. I try to order iced tea, and I get the look of what or
Cha yen.
We don't have. Yeah,
Well,
I finally learned.
Yeah, Cha yen. Yeah, cold tea.
Now that you lived here already for a few years, is there anything that you miss from back home?
Yeah.
No.
Vegemites for the Aussies.
Can buy Vegemite at the supermarket.
Yes.
So what would you say to any Australians who want to considering coming and living in Thailand?
Well, I mean, next month I'm meeting some of my relatives in Bali because they haven't seen me for a while. I haven't been to Australia for a couple of years. And they said, we want to catch up with you. And I said, I'll tell you what, you organise a time you want to go to Bali or Singapore or, wherever that's sort of halfway between Australia and here, and I'll meet you there. And that has two advantages. It's not far for me to travel, and I enjoy living in Asia. And also they get a small vacation. And I don't have to endure the trip all the way back down under, and some of the cultural things in Australia that have sort of changed over the years that I don't really agree with.
Right. Yeah. I know what you're talking.
Yeah.
So.
Jackie, anything you missed after 23 years living here?
Yes, the last time when I stay in Holland, I missed the train to the airport to go back to Bangkok. And that's all.
That's what I had when I was in the Philippines.
Close family and some close friends, but over the years I've been accustomed to being away for long periods of time. But more recently, I kind of wished I was at home for my team's Super Bowl run this year. It would have been really nice to hang out with friends to watch the Chiefs win another Super Bowl. But I found a great place here. Ran into a bunch of friends, or not friends, well now new friends from the Kansas City area that watched the Super Bowl with. So
Yeah, you can watch it all here.
it was great. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, but this is coming from a guy who's only here 6 months.
Yeah,
I believe after 2 years or 3 years, we've got everything
yeah,
here.
be an afterthought.
Well, what Jackie was saying before about missing and then coming back, everything. The last time I was in England was in 2014, and I went for 4 weeks. After 3 weeks, I'd done everything I had to do, and I changed the flight and came back a week early.
I normally find that after 3 days.
Yeah.
When I go to Australia, 3 days in, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go back.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Get
I'm out
me
of
back.
here. Yep.
Normally you kiss the ground when you go there. I kiss the ground when I leave.
Budget in Pattaya.
Okay, so everybody's got a different opinion on this. For me personally, I play a bit of golf. I've got a touring bike that I ride around Thailand. I like to go to Bangkok sometimes. I sometimes go to Cambodia. I went to Hua Hin recently, played Black Mountain and Majestic Creek golf courses. For me, my budget is around 100,000 baht a month. You can do the conversion to whatever. In Australia, that's around $1,000 a week, which is, in Australia, I think it's still a fairly conservative budget.
Are you married?
No, I was.
All right. But now Okay, so the 100,000 is for non-married.
Non-married. Yeah, if you're married, it's probably 150,000. But anyway, I'll let you, especially if you break up and get divorced.
There was in Facebook, a guy put in Facebook in Thailand, looking for a Thai wife. Within 10 minutes, he received 100 replies, all saying the same. Can you take mine?
Yeah.
So 100,000 K, it's good.
Yeah, and you can, and for that sort of budget, you can have a really good lifestyle. I eat out a lot. I eat at restaurants all the time, but it can vary. You can. The beautiful thing about Pattaya and Thailand is you can eat in restaurants anywhere from like a couple of dollars for a meal, which is like the street food out in front of 7-Eleven or whatever, to there's an Argentinian steakhouse down the road where you can buy a steak, which is like, $100 for a steak. I mean, it's really good steak, but that's the difference in the budget. You can, depends on what you like. If you like steak, bring more money.
Yeah. Did you buy a property where you
Yes,
live
I
in?
did. Yeah.
Right, so 100K without paying the rent.
Yeah. But I mean, I've got a car, two motorbikes, a car, a daughter that comes and visits regularly. So I've got my own issues. Trust me.
Jackie.
I live with my family. I have a wife and 2 kids, a dog, a lot of animals, but 3 motorbikes. They cost a lot of money, but we do very nice on a small budget. We not. My wife cooking at home. My kids go to school. Where you spend a lot of money, your health insurance is quite expensive. But the normal things, the food, if you go out, what Tony say, you can eat very cheap, you can eat very expensive. But on a normal budget here, you can do everything. But it's up to what you want.
Your wife works in the bar, doesn't she? She's the one who is actually serves the drinks in the bar.
Yeah, she do the cashier.
She keeps her eye on it.
We
Or the other way around.
Yeah, but if you look here and you take care a little bit, you can do with a normal budget. You have a good life. I know all the people from Holland with a pension. They have a real good life here.
I actually think as longer you're staying here, as less money you spend. Because I think when you come here,
if you
spend a lot of money on alcohol, partying to get the first time out.
Yeah, but you have to do it. You have to do it. I always tell the people who come here, go out every night and have fun and do everything. After 6 months, you just go out once a week. Because in home also you don't go out every night. And when you come here, you see a nice house with a swimming pool, with a nice car, but you not need it here. You can just a normal. I have just a normal.
You don't
normal
need
house.
it, but you can have it.
Yeah, you can have it if you
that's
want.
the beautiful thing here is the diversity. You can
Well,
live like a king if you want to, or you don't necessarily have to. It's
But I
entirely up to
still
you.
think the costs actually are going down once that you start to live here.
Yeah.
A little
Yes,
bit
of
more,
course,
because you settle down.
Yeah.
I speak to a lot of people. They spend their main budget on alcohol.
Wow.
So
Yeah, alcohol is
partying,
is nice.
alcohol, you
Yeah.
can get bottle 1,000 baht, 2,000 baht, no problem. Where's the money gone? I have no idea.
Yeah. You can live here in a small condo about like 40 square meters, or you can have a rented pool villa.
That's
I
right.
mean, you can
Yeah,
everything in
yeah,
between.
that's right.
you know?
Yeah. You're right.
What do you say, Jim?
I live on a budget of roughly 65,000 baht a month.
Yeah, that's okay.
I have a nice condo.
Yes.
Um,
You know that's the
Renter.
recommended amount, don't you? 65,000.
Is it?
and I'm,
Yep.
I'm
So that's about 2,000 US.
Well, that's
a little
roughly-
bit less.
That's what
Yeah,
the
around.
government
Yeah.
say you should have as a minimum.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But I have a
Sounds
nice
about right.
condo, big pool. I have hobbies and activities I engage in that keeps me active.
Yeah.
I eat out quite a bit, but I eat a lot of Thai food. I love the Thai food.
So cheap.
I cook at home maybe twice a week. Foods that I guess you call it like comfort foods you used to from back home or whatever. But I'm living a lot cheaper here than I would be back home.
Wow, yeah.
Significantly cheaper.
Yeah. Half, at least half.
Yes, definitely.
And you've still got a really good lifestyle.
Yes, and I'm putting money away. So,
Okay.
Question number 6. Dating stories in Thailand.
Dating stories in Thailand.
You never heard about it.
A never-ending story.
That's pretty true, Jackie. Yeah. Yeah, it never stops. I don't know. I couldn't put my finger on any one particular story. I've had a lot of different stories over the years. One of the more enjoyable things I think you can do in Thailand is get some transport and travel around Thailand. I rode my bike up to Mai Hong Son recently. It's famous for windy roads, and it's sort of just northeast or northwest of Chiang Mai? Anyway, and I took my lady up there, and we had a great time. And nothing sort of really. I'm a fairly boring person in my personal life, really, but yeah, you can have a lot of fun dating in Thailand. The only, well, you probably disagree with this, Jackie, but I'd say don't get married. But
No comment on my side. Jackie, what are you saying, dating? You know, there was a time before you got married.
No. I never been married. Never. All my life. I never been married.
how long have you been married?
Never.
No,
I never
he's
been
together
married.
with her. It's the same what I've done. I never got married on paper, but I'm together with my lady for 25 years.
Yeah, I stay.
The
I stay
one now
long
is
time,
4 years.
Long time together, but I never married. But all my friends, they tell me you have to marry one time in your life. And when I ask why, they say you cannot be happy all your life. No, it's nothing wrong with a married. But
That's why the women close their eyes when having sex. They can't stand seeing a man having a good time.
no, it's dating. I know when I come the first time to Pattaya, I see the older guys with the young girls, and I think, what is this? Yeah. But it's maybe it's culture. It's dating.
But
now, for me, it's totally normal. You happy, she happy, all happy.
Yeah.
There's no problem.
I don't have any funny stories or anything like that. I mean, I've dated quite a few Thai women here. I had one that I dated for an extended period of time, but it was a long distance relationship too. And then COVID really threw wrenches into a lot of people's plans and my plans. Then after that, I pretty much decided I'm not getting married. I've never been married. I don't have any kids, and that's the way I'm going to keep it. I'm much happier that way by myself. So, I mean, there's plenty of girls around here to meet up with, hook up with, and do
But
things.
you will find, though, years ago when I first came here, I had this old guy say to me, because I used to go to bars all the time and spend a lot of money on young girls and all that sort of thing. And this guy said to me, he said, you will get tired of chasing young girls around bars and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. And I said, I very much doubt that. And then a few years later, I did get tired of the young girls, wanting to come back to my condo, and I'm more than happy to, I don't mind going to bars and having a few drinks or whatever, but I'm not right into that hardcore, chasing girls under 25 and all that sort of stuff. I'm quite happy to have a stable lady that takes care of me. And once you've lived here a while, you'll sort of, I think you'll get used to the idea that having a regular lady to share your life with is more fulfilling.
Well, you could have 2 or 3 gigs.
Well, you could do that too. I mean, the beautiful thing about the Thai culture is a lot of the ladies accept that you have a mia noi, which is a girlfriend sort of on the side. So that is part of the Thai culture. Yeah.
That's normally happening when you're in a relationship of 4 years with the first lady.
Yeah.
Then you can ask for the mia noi.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
exactly my situation
she
right
wants
now.
to feel secure in her life and her future and all that sort of stuff. And but yeah, it is part of the Thai culture for you to have a mia noi or.
So after the mia noi, then you start with the gigs then, yeah?
Exactly. Yeah.
There were 3 ladies. They all were having an ice cream. The one was licking the ice cream, the other one was sucking the ice cream, and the third one was biting the ice cream. Which one do you think is married? I will give you the answer. The one with the wedding ring, but I like your way you're thinking.
Very good.
Is there anything that you would have done differently now that you already know much about Thailand? Could you please share with the viewers?
Okay, just
You open a bar, you're 8 years here, so you're
yeah.
7
I mean,
years.
my first business, I had my girlfriend at the time put her name on the licenses and all that sort of thing, and I probably did that a little bit too soon because if you have a disagreement, if you have a business and you have a disagreement with your lady, and her name is on all the licenses, she will take all the licenses, and then you have to find someone else to put their name on the licenses and then go through the process of getting them all. And there are quite a few different licenses involved in having a business here. There's, there's one from Sriracha, the alcohol and tobacco license, entertainment in Banglamung, and then you've got to form a relationship with Soi 9, which is the local police, and notify them that you're opening a business and all that sort of thing. So one thing I would say is if you're going to open a business or whatever and you've just met a lady, I wouldn't necessarily act too quickly on putting her name on anything, because that can change very quickly if she gets upset with you.
What's the promotion period over?
Yes.
As you call it.
Yes. Honeymoon period, promotion,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question. You're already 8 years in the country. When did you open up your first bar?
7 years ago. 2017, I got sweets in Soy Honey.
Right. Was this to spend some extra time, free time that you had?
No, well, I was actually a sales executive in a leading oil company, and I actually came here with a very nice retirement fund. But I spent a few months here and travelling to Vietnam, Cambodia, and different places. But I found completely retiring and not having any interests at all
Boring.
can be quite boring. You have to have something to a reason to get up in the morning, and something to occupy your mind rather than just sort of having coffee and watch the news and whatever. So I found sweets. It was just an opportunity that came up at the right time, and I like Soy Honey for the location and the activity around there. So I still enjoy going in there, and I've turned it into a cafe now. So we have good quality coffee. The girls still do massages and all that sort of stuff. But I enjoy going in there and sitting, talking to the girls, having a coffee, and meeting people as well. One thing you will find if you do get a business in Thailand is one of the biggest benefits is your network grows exponentially.
Without doubt.
It goes from just being one of the guys down the in the coffee shop or the bar or whatever, having a drink, to everybody wants to have a chat to you in your bar, or they see you out having lunch and they say, hi, how you doing? And I enjoy that. And now I've got a network which is basically all over the world. I know people from Iceland, UK, America, South America, New Zealand. I mean, my network is extensive.
So you still would open up a place?
Absolutely, without a doubt. Yeah.
Because again, you're two business owners. I'm not. Neither is him.
And
Neither is
it's not.
I even wouldn't think about owning anything. Just
One
to
of the
avoid hassle.
misconceptions is that everybody that comes here and opens a business does it because they want to earn a living or whatever. That wasn't my initial reason for opening it in 2017. Sure, it gives you a bit of an income, and you don't want it to lose money, But it was really my initial reason for doing it was to give me something to do, give me a place to hang out.
Don't you need a trustworthy person who manages this?
Yeah. And that's, as I said earlier, instead of having your girlfriend do all that sort of stuff, I hire people now that, like mama sons, managers, and they do all that sort of agents. They do all that for me now. So I don't have to worry about my
So it
girlfriend.
works.
Yeah, it works, and it works well. I've got a great lifestyle here. Honestly, like Jackie said, I wouldn't go anywhere else. There's nowhere else in the world I want to be. I'm very happy to be here.
Same.
Yeah.
Jackie, 23 years.
Yeah, what I want to change, the only thing what I want to change is when I come to Thailand, we open a restaurant after 1 month. And my idea was first to travel around the whole country. But after 18 years, the restaurant, we closed the restaurant. I rent out my place. But in the coffee time, they have to go out, they close it. And I miss my customer, I miss the fun, I miss the people around me. And then we renovate the place. And we open a bar just for fun. I'm not a businessman. I'm a real family man. I'm totally different than the other places. I never speak about staff. I don't have staff. The girls work for me. We work like a family. I know I have a mama sang. I know I have a manager. And the place is running well. And I like to sit there, but I like really my freedom. Same Tony, drive with the bike around, go drink some coffee somewhere, go to the beach.
But you've got your wife who's basically
they run it, and she run it together with the girls.
Right.
Even if I know there, even if I go out for 3-4 days with a motorbike, I never have problems with the bar. Never.
So I would say this only would work if you have really someone that you can rely on, a Thai
But
person.
there's, I would say in Thailand there would be probably the percentage of people that are trustworthy would be possibly even higher here than it would be where I was a businessman back in Cairns, North Queensland, and there is far more trustworthy people here than what there were there. So it's a bit of a misconception that just because people are Asian or they're from Thailand, it's difficult to find people you can trust. There are a lot of very good people here. Jim said that earlier. Mm-hmm. Very nice people, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think if you nice for the people, they all also be nice for you.
Yeah, of course.
I have never problems with the girls, with nobody. Not with my customer, nobody. Everything is always nice because it's a friendly place. It's running by themselves. I never have problems, never.
I never would think that I would ever open anything because I feel like I would lose my freedom in my time.
I speak 23 years. I never will open a bar. I get one. Just for fun. Just for fun. Have to do something.
You craft your lifestyle around it. Like I've got Babylon, and it's a fairly big bar. We've got like 20 to 30 staff, off and on, depending on who turns up for work. But the two people that take care of it, or actually 3 people that take care of it, it's for me now. I can pretty much go anywhere in the world for as long as I like, and they will just take care of it. You get a POS system in, you get daily reports on what's happening. You've got CCTV cameras.
But this you achieved after 8 years being in the business, or 7 years.
Yeah, of course.
So
I mean,
not in the first 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 years.
And that's why I said you have to craft the lifestyle. Right. You don't just open up and then all of a sudden you become this, jet-setting guy and go anywhere. It takes a little while to get that group of people together and for them to trust you that you've got their interests at heart as well.
But I think this is very important for the viewers who actually are thinking maybe of opening something up. That's why I'm mentioning it. I'm not working here. I have no intention, but for some people it might be very interesting.
Right. Well, I mean, in business, trust is a two-way street. You know, the people that are working for you have to trust. I mean, you say your people are like your family. They obviously trust you.
Yeah.
You trust them. It's a mutual sort of arrangement you've got to come to. And one of the important things about being in business anywhere is you can say thanks to people for working for you, thanks for your honesty and all that sort of thing, but you can't bank thanks. So what they really like is for you to reward them, you know, financially or, you know, some sort of a benefit that is tangible, so that they can feel that, you know, you've got their interests at heart. So, I mean, that's the way I've crafted my lifestyle. Both of my businesses are open today. I may or may not go there.
I think we should look at both sides. There are very good stories with very nice happy endings, and you also have
Don't
the
even
other
start
side.
me on happy endings.
Don't mention the happy ending. No, but we had already some people who afterwards had to go to courts and try to get their money back. So there, it depending, you need to watch out for this.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Jim, anything you would have done differently in the 6 months that you're here? Or just come earlier?
I would have come here many years ago. I procrastinated. Well, I wouldn't say procrastinated, but I wasn't sure if it's like, okay, this is the right thing. You know, financially, would I be capable of maintaining myself and all that stuff as a retiree? And I actually started watching your videos, Des, and
Really?
several others, and I was like, you know, maybe I can. And then I got here, and I still wasn't 100% sure, but talked to Claudio, but I was, you know, staying his place, and then it's like, you know, I definitely can. But most certainly, I would have done this many years ago.
Yeah.
Or I would have done it as soon as I retired from the service. Within 30 days, I would have had my bags packed and been here.
My family. When I told my family I moved to Thailand when I was 32, they say you are crazy. You lose everything. I speak what I can lose. Just the money from my house I sell.
You don't lose it. You just move it from there to there.
And I always tell the people, don't wait too long.
Yeah.
Don't wait too long.
That was one of my only concerns about coming here was my immediate family, brother, sister, mom, dad, how they were going to take it. But I've been prepping them for many years. It's like, I love Thailand. I'm always talking about Thailand, showing them videos, cooking them food, you know, that's kind of Thai, all that stuff. So they had it cooking in the back of their mind that eventually I was going to come here. But actually breaking the ice actually breaking the news and saying, hey, yes, I'm going to be staying, I was a little apprehensive about. But once I told them, they 100% understood.
My
So,
dad
and supported.
was mad at me. He was angry when I leave, when I go to Thailand. But he lived with me here 5 years.
Yeah, but that's...
He just followed me.
Yeah, but you left when you came here when you were 30. So
32.
32.
Yeah,
so
that's very young.
not-
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's.
But I think
you don't look a day older.
No, but I think especially these videos are helping newcomers who are still undecided to make the move, and they ask a lot of questions.
Yes, exactly.
And this helps them because a lot of people, they're not business owners. Now you're talking with confidence after 8 years, 23
Mind you,
years.
I was in business before I came here as well, and I was educated in, you know, how business works, and you know, like I don't think going straight from a 9-to-5 job to buying a business in Thailand would be a great idea. Certainly, I would advise to get some advice first, possibly talk to someone like myself or Jackie that's been here a while, and learn a few things, but learn a few things about business as well. A lot of people come here and buy and ask about possibly buying a business, and they don't understand that most of the shops that we operate in are rented. So you have to rent from a landlord. The actual building, you pay rent every month. And people that haven't been in business before don't understand there are significant there can be significant overheads involved in just your monthly expenses in running the business.
And on top, the landlord has certain rights to increase it suddenly without any notice.
Yeah, that's
no
right.
10%
That's
limitations.
right. Yep.
So there are a lot of things that people need to be.
Yeah.
I'm talking more about people who just not thinking about business, just moving to Thailand.
Yep.
Very scared.
Yeah, okay.
So hopefully these videos will be
have to be
helping.
careful.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
And
we're
don't
making-
save money on a good lawyer if you make contracts. Don't save money on a good lawyer.
That's for the
contracts.
people who have businesses or
I
planning
think
to
for all
get
the people.
married. All right, next one. Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
Okay, well, I recently went to Hua Hin, played some golf over there with a friend, and I really liked it. It was my first trip over, but I've travelled all over Thailand. I've been everywhere from the south, Koh Samui, Koh Samet, Phuket, Krabi, Chiang Mai, Mai Hong Son, Udon Thani, Surin. I mean, I've been everywhere on my bike and in my car. But I really like Hua Hin in terms of what it has to offer, its proximity to Bangkok. It's similar to Pattaya in terms of
that
distances to
quieter?
travel. It's a little bit quieter, so you could imagine it's kind of like what Pattaya was 10 years ago.
20.
20
years
maybe.
ago.
No,
Yeah.
they're having some very big developments over there.
Yeah. I mean, it's happening, but it's definitely quieter than here. It's
Yeah,
a slower
that's
pace.
definitely.
Like on a Sunday, there's less traffic. Like weekends in Pattaya, there's a lot of traffic around. A lot of people come down from Bangkok,
Especially when they have the holidays, which is
have the
Saturday,
holidays
Sunday,
or
Monday.
festivals, or
Yeah.
and for some reason they do have a lot of festivals in Pattaya that attract a lot of people from Bangkok and other parts in Thailand. So I would probably consider moving over there because I like being by the sea. But I could imagine anywhere really north of this area would be enjoyable to live. So I mean, but explore, have a look around. If you come over here, I like basing myself in Pattaya, but in 5 years' time, who knows? I might move somewhere else, change of pace.
All right.
Yeah.
Jackie?
In 5 years' time, I will be 60, and I think I'm still staying in Pattaya. Yeah, I see a lot of people when they get older. Many go with the wife back to the village, but I see them every month back in Pattaya for 1 week
Yeah.
for the food, for the shopping.
Yeah.
You can speak with people,
Yeah.
and 60, I'm still young, and still I have friends from 80 and they live in Pattaya. They drive motorbikes, and they still young. This, I think in 5 years and in 15 years, I will stay here.
I would probably certainly keep some sort of, keep a place to stay here or whatever. I like Pattaya. I like what it has to offer, and there's a lot of things to do. As Daz said earlier on, in and around, you can go 15 minutes out of Pattaya, and swinging through the trees with monkeys or whatever.
Exactly.
A lot of diversity here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 years from now, I don't know if I'll still be in Pattaya. I've heard a lot about Hua Hin and Koh Samui. I haven't been to either of those two locations yet, and I'd like to see them.
Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai.
Yeah, Chiang
I've been
Mai's
to Chiang
nice.
Rai. I've been to a lot of places in Thailand, Chiang Rai, Lampang, Koh Chang, Phuket. I do want to go to Chiang Mai. I don't know if I want to live that far north. I still want to be close to the water, so Hua Hin, Koh Samui would be some choices I'd like to look
Yeah.
at.
Which state are you from?
I'm from Kansas City, Kansas.
City.
I'm right in the middle.
Yeah.
About a good day's or day and a half drive to the
Yeah,
ocean.
yeah.
So no matter where I go, I want to be close to the water. So I do want to do a lot more traveling. I want to go outside of Thailand to some border countries. I definitely want to go to Vietnam,
Yeah, Vietnam's
Cambodia,
great.
Laos.
Yeah. And it's only like Ho Chi Minh City from Savannahbom. It's an hour's flight.
Yeah.
It's, it really, and that's what we said in the beginning, the geographical benefits of being here is you can go pretty much anywhere within a few hours.
Right. And from Pattaya, you can go down to Koh Samet or
Yeah, exactly.
Koh Chang.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a great hub for travel.
Ah, so
anywhere.
where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? I'm staying here. I've got no reasons to go.
250,000 subscribers.
All right. What do you still need in Pattaya?
What do I still need? I live in a condo at the moment, and lately I've when I first came here, I lived right in the middle of town, right in central Pattaya,
Where's this?
in the avenue, Soy 15. in
That's
the
where I live.
In the avenue,
Right.
Yeah. So I started off in there, and I've slowly over the years I just want something a little bit quieter. So I moved up to Pratamnak, actually just around this area, around the corner from here. Which is nice also. It's only like a 10-minute bike ride from central Pattaya to here. No problem.
But you need a bike.
You need a bike,
some-
or you can take a BART bus. BART bus is only 10 baht.
Yeah, but the 10 baht only goes from the main street. So
Yeah,
if
you
you,
get a Bolt taxi.
Well, a Bolt's only 40 baht.
yeah,
from-
but
from
I'm
here.
just mentioning it's not like Soy 15. I was just talking
Yeah,
to
okay. Yeah.
Jim about it.
Yeah, you can walk
When you
out.
move over here, you need a motorbike or
Yeah.
some form of
Well-
transport. In Soy 15, you just walk to the second road, take a 10 baht, no problem. Wherever is a line, no problem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got a forum in Pattaya Addicts and I say to people, one of the best things I did when I came here was got myself some transport. I bought myself a car. I've got a bike. I can go places without sort of, having to worry too much about hiring transport. So, what do I need? I would like a small house or something, so I don't have to worry about the building management saying you can't put that on your balcony or you can't change this, or when you go down the pool, there's always someone else in the pool or whatever. I mean, the one thing I would like to get here now, after being here for so long, is a small house, not big lavish place, but
Pool
just
villa.
a pool villa, somewhere just quiet. I can park my car and
Invite your friends. in the
invite my
pool.
friends over. Yeah, that's right. Swim naked in the pool if you want to.
You can do this.
Well,
till the
you can
condo.
do that in the condo, but you will get arrested.
I think the difference between a house and a condo, people need to understand. Once that you move into a house, you basically lose the swimming pool, the gym, which is basically in the common area.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
you can look, and again, me being very central, I've got everything. Do I want a house? That means I need a gardener, I need all the other things. But again, after 8 years, all right.
The condo is nice if you travel. You lock the door, you have nothing to do.
Yeah.
No garden,
That's
no
right.
animals, nothing.
Have you got what do you got, Jackie? You got a house or
Yeah, I have.
you got a family? You got a
And
house?
he's got,
Yeah, I
he's
have a
got
garden.
animals, so
I
he
have a
needs-
garden.
right.
I have a lot of animals.
Which area?
Yeah.
Which area?
I live in Bangkok, but the people when they walk outside my bar, they go look my animals. They say, why you have a big garden like this here in this place? On the backside from my bar. I live upstairs next door from the bar.
Oh,
And-
okay.
But I have a huge garden.
Oh, okay.
It's perfect for me.
If I would move place, I would lose my very nice lady neighbor. So
Yeah, but don't worry, in the next
I-
place
I'm-
you will find one
I'm
again.
fixing always her Wi-Fi. I know already her password. For my, you know what's the password? Rich husband.
Yeah, for me, I think maybe a larger condo, and like Tony, I think I'm in the central area, Pattaya on Soy, Cap 15. I want to move over to here to the John T and Cranston area.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's got different things they want out of life. Yeah.
Right. That's basically it. Now we have basically open discussion. One thing that I would like to mention is that we did not talk about when you came over here. Maybe you that you suddenly realize that you can date a lady which is basically 20 years younger, or somebody like you who suddenly you can approach ladies and you can talk to them coming from the US.
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't this a pleasant?
So much easier.
Can be pleasant. Can be unpleasant.
Yeah, but that's what I tell before already. We all accept everything here. Everything.
Yes, but
if you
coming from a different country,
yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
you
big
don't
different.
realize anymore.
Yeah, it's a big difference here.
Right. I think we can wrap it up. Thank you very much for coming. One thing that I would like to address, in the last few podcasts that I brought with Das, we brought you also some professional contact people. Could you please leave some comments if you use them, were you happy with them? Because we're having a lot of, we invest a lot of effort for bringing them. We haven't heard anything, so we would like to get some feedback. And hopefully from now we can start again once a month to bring you the podcast.
Yeah.
Again, thank you very much for coming.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank
See
all.
you in
All
the
of you.
next
Thank
video.
you very much. So we'll wrap it up there with 4% left on the battery.
Yeah, that's the problem that we have.
Okay.
Excellent.
Good.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Something different to what we usually do. And also should be very helpful to you guys who are thinking of coming to either retire here or live here or even live here part-time, like 6 months and 6 months. It should be really helpful. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please have a look down below at Patreon. Just click more and see you on the next video.